hair look a mess. So we're gonna pretend like there's something under this bonnet.
Okay. This story, hello YouTube, this story. How y'all doing? I hope y'all having a blessed, wonderful, beautiful day. I come on to play this story. It's about a 13-year-old runaway and the police wouldn't do nothing about it. Now they believe that she's pregnant, and I want to shout out to Queen Blair and more. Shout out to her, because this piece right here. So I want to shout her out for using her story about this 13-year-old. So here we go.
Throughout the duration of this video, I needed that breath of fresh air. First of all, I want to say that I read everyone's comments in the comment section.
I'm not gonna say her name.
Start writing. I'm not no journaling type of girlie. That's not. It's just not who I am as a person. I barely even like writing. So at this point, I was just open to anything. I haven't slept in days. So I said, let me just try it. It actually was therapeutic. Like, usually I run to my camera and just pour myself. I still love my camera. But writing it actually felt pretty good. So whoever left that comment, you was golden for that. I don't know where to start. So I'm going to first start by addressing a few things. It is currently January. I believe today is the 29th. It is a Monday. Michaela has yet to return home. I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking about everything.
Okay, I want to talk on that because when she went in the store with Michaela, she said, I'm going to call the police and you better come on. But why didn't she just instantly call the police? If the store manager or whatever called her and let her know that her 13-year-old runaway was in the store, and you go to the store and you see your daughter, you know she going to this boy's house, you know exactly where she's going. And you already contacted the police. Yo, she contacted the police. Remember, she told us she did the PN's warrant on Michaela. And they brought Michaela home. And they notified Michaela that if she decided to run off again, she was going to a group home. So my question is, why does Jazzy keep making these videos and keep saying the girl ran off and she don't know where she is and that? If she did the PN's warrant already and she know exactly where the boy live at. The boy mama, she know where the boy live at, where they go to school. She knows everything. So what is the point of making these videos and acting like, or us thinking, you don't know where your daughter is and you just don't know what to do when you know exactly what to do? You already took it in your hands. You went and talked to them. You told us the DCF worker told you that you could pop her in her mouth. You just can't leave bruises. That's what you told us. So I just don't get it. I don't get it. If you have the ability to call the police and do the PN's thing and have them pick her up, what is taking so long? Are you waiting for her to be pregnant? I don't know, y'all. I'm just trying to figure it out. You know, we on the outside looking in.
She allegedly supposed to be pregnant at the age of 13.
One of them, I don't know.
A whole, and a lot of y'all tell me to put my camera down, stop recording, stop this. I am so happy that I journal everything. Like, I record everything, and I am so happy because when the ball drops, and God forbid, God please forbid that anything happens to this child, I want the same people who played the same roles to stand up and say the same exact things. I want the police officer, especially the female police officer, who pulled up and was so nasty to me and who was so consumed in why this lady press harassment charges against me. And when she asked me, I was completely honest with her and I was very apologetic. I told her that I did something that I shouldn't have done, but I even explained to her. She didn't even care why I was at the lady house. She is so consumed in why does she have harassment charges against you? And I explained to her that on New Year's, 911 wasn't working, and I received the message, also have the message in my phone, that my daughter was hungry and she was getting beaten on. I was calling 911. I showed the video with me calling 911 and them not answering. Y'all seen that. So I went to social media and I posted the phone number and the address I had because I needed help. In return, she pressed a harassment charge against me. She said, how would you like it if somebody did that to you? What about if somebody leaked your personal information online?
Now, y'all go check her out. She is
wild
cool.
as
She
hell. And I think that
tells
officer's badge number needs to be
what's
recorded.
going on in the
It's
world
something
today.
done.
What's
Ain't
happening
no way this
with
woman is
people.
coming to y'all and she talking about her 13-year-old daughter that's up in here, and you constantly talking about harassment. Nobody care about that. Get my daughter out that house, bring my daughter here, and then we can talk about whatever. That's crazy. Are you gonna play?
I
Sure.
realized that all I want is my daughter out of this disgusting house. I want her to keep that same energy if anything ever happens. I also want her to keep the same energy as she had her body cameras running. So I want her to keep the same energy when I told her, so y'all gonna leave that 13-year-old boy inside of this place? And she said, listen, ma'am, you don't know nothing about this building. We respond here all the time. ACS has been here. There's a lot that you don't know. I want you to keep that same energy. So if anything even happens to that child, when you're a mandated reporter, I want you to have that energy as well. Everybody come in my comment section and they say, I would give her up. I would give her away. I would sign my rights over. She wouldn't come back in my home. I don't know how y'all think this works. And because y'all never been in this situation, it's easiest.
That's why. It's because they never been in that situation. And some of their mothers.
If you ain't never been in a situation where you gotta run away, you never been there, you can't tell the next mother how she should feel or how she should do it. Because that's her child. And if you really love your child, you're gonna do everything you can to save your child.
Probably would have did exactly what they say. Some of their mothers did what they're saying. So that's why it's their response. Our people are going through so much trauma, and it's because of how we were raised, how our grandmothers raised our parents, and how in return, how our parents raised us. So many of us are going through trauma, and we think it's okay. It's not okay, y'all. It's not okay.
No, it's not.
To go in her comment section and tell her that she should give up on her daughter. If something happened to her daughter out on the...
I feel that these comments, you should not listen to comments because they will stir your life. It'll make your life go crazy. So the comments, I don't think you should listen to the comments because we're saying you should give your child up or you should do this, you should do that about your child. Like I said, if you really love your child, you're going to do everything you can do to keep your child safe. And because just doing anything, you're gonna do that.
Then y'all gonna be coming to giving her fault. Why was your child in the streets? Why would you give up on her? Like, nah.
Said and done, right? Y'all don't think I've explored certain options? So when I told the ACS worker, what do I do at this point? I feel like she should be taken away from me. You know what the ACS worker said? Ma'am, you know how many people are going through your exact situation? You're not the only one in the world. They want the same options. You don't think they will want the problem child removed? It don't work that way. This is your child. She's your responsibility. Now, if you sit here and you tell me you're not fit to be her parent, you can tell me that and I can take away all of your children. Because unfortunately, you can't tell them, this one child, I can't deal with her. Take her. They say, you're her mom. You're her parent. You're supposed to deal with her. Mm-hmm. And if you feel like you're not fit to be a parent to her, you're not fit to be a parent to any of these children. That's the way that works. When it comes to mental health, right? A lot of you guys say, I would call and I would have her arrested. I will call and I will have her committed. You don't think I explored that option? So here's what happened when you call those numbers. When you call 911, when you call the mobile crisis truck, when you call any suicidal hotline, what they want to know is this person actively endangering themselves?
Right.
Are they cutting themselves? Are they
Right.
threatening to kill themselves? Are they threatening to kill others? When you call
Right.
911, they say, is this person actively trying to harm you? Does she have a knife? Does she have a gun? If your 13-year-old is kicking and screaming and yelling and trying to run away from you, they don't care. They
Right.
don't care. When I sat there and I asked for mental health resources from ACS for myself, because I said, you know what, I am mentally drained. Is there any help that I can get? They said, well, not as an adult, but as a family, we offer family services. And in order for us to provide you with family services, the entire household has to be there. We can't even provide you with family counseling because the entire household isn't there. So when I tell you I've exhausted my resources, I've exhausted my resources. As a parent, my hands is tied. And for the people who continuously tell me, oh, I would beat the shit out of you, I'm glad you think that's the answer.
Right.
Now, if they had me in the back of the police car for showing up to get her, what you think they'll do to me if I beat the shit out of her?
They really take you down.
That's so much easier said than done, right?
Right. It's easy
As
to
of
say.
now, I think that my heart has been broken on so many levels, right? And at this point, I'm starting to accept that this is not my baby. This is not my child. It's
What
not
the
my
hell?
kid, right? It can't be. And I'm not dumb. I'm not oblivious. So when Michaela came back, I don't know if y'all recall, this is why I document everything. Did y'all recall when I got on camera, I said these 3 days has been good. This is the thing that scares me with Michaela. These outbreaks, outpours, these moments are totally unprovoked. Unprovoked. Like those 3 days that Michaela came back, it was blissful. She didn't have access to no phone. Now, I will tell you when things go wrong. This is what I'm noticing. I'm noticing by going through it. Here's where things go wrong. When she came back, she was Michaela. She was my baby, my child that I knew. Like, she was Michaela. The only difference I noticed was Michaela was sleeping a lot. Like, she was sleeping a lot. Michaela is an eater. She'll eat you out of a house at home. But she was eating a lot. Like, a lot. And Michaela know how to cook, but she can't cook. She's waking me up out my sleep like a toddler. Like, mommy, can you make me sausages? Mommy, can you fry me chicken? Like, she's eating, like, in a not normal way. Sleeping in a not normal way. So now I'm a little concerned.
Over 3 days? Over a 3-day course, she did this, woke you up in the middle of the night multiple times. I mean, I'm not doubting what she's saying. It's just raising hairs. Like, who's telling the truth? Who's telling the truth and who may be exaggerating a little bit? I don't know, y'all.
Third, the day when the school called and picked me up, this was on my heart so heavy. And this one made it even heavier. I have this in my bathroom, right? It has pads in it. I'm going to show you what I have in my bathroom. I keep this in the bathroom and it has pads in it. One, because I keep it so everybody can have, their hygiene products without having to worry about it. I keep this completely full. I know everybody menstrual cycles in the house, but menstrual cycles change. I keep track of people menstruals when these go low. This is full at all times. So as you can see, there's a lot missing. Someone is on their cycle in the house. So this is how I keep track of everybody's periods. Right? Okay. So when Michaela came back for those 3 days, and I'm like, okay, the excessive sleeping, the excessive eating, something not sitting right for me. So the milk had inside of the garbage. And I said, okay, I know I just got off my cycle. So I asked everybody in the house, anybody on their period? Anybody on their period? Michaela said, it's me. I'm on my period. I said, oh, okay, so she can't be pregnant. I ain't got to worry about that one, right? I noticed that the pads wasn't going low. Like, that's how I keep track of cycles. They wasn't becoming missing. So I'm like, she on a period. period. Why is she not using the pads? Felt it was weird to me. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I spoke to Kaisha, come to find out the pad that was in the trash, that wasn't her pad. That was Kaisha's pad. So I'm like,
then again, y'all, remember all of this is happening over a 3-day period. A 3-day period. She noticed one pad and she randomly goes and says, hey, whose pad is this? Who's on that period? What? And Michaela just randomly lies and said it's hers, but it wasn't hers. Okay. And then why is Kaisha even back? Isn't Kaisha the one that was on Instagram Live and Jazzy was arguing with her and it was a whole big blow up or loud argument? Maybe this is what's going on with Michaela too. Jazzy doesn't have stability in that household. I'm just saying. I thought the girlfriend was gone. It broke up, all that public stuff. I thought she was gone, but she's there. Child.
Okay, yeah, this is a little funny.
So that what was going on with that. Another backflash of that, but on that story, my reaction is that when a child reacts to situation and act, in a certain way, something ain't right in the household. Allegedly, she a runaway. Allegedly, she's supposed to be pregnant, but that ain't come out. So thank y'all for hold on for 1 second. So this a reaction that I got at that it's alleged on everything, but when you got a child alleged running away, check yourself first. Check, hey, what's really going on in this household? Why my child acting like this or acting like that? So thank you for everybody stepping in and watching. I might come back on tonight with another story. Stay tuned. I love each and every last one of y'all. Have a blessed day.